These are 10 times when people actually liked Lisa. Lisa gets a new friend, a rich friend for that matter, but no money can buy you a nice personality. Friend with benefit opens with Lisa at a school fair trying to get people to join the magic club when a new girl approaches her.
I'm gonna take one of your cards. Or did I take 52?
Two magic geeks. I see them becoming best friends. She introduces herself as Harper, saying she just moved to Springfield.
Trying to make friends.
Lisa, always been here, trying to make friends.
That's corny, but also sweet. Later, Lisa asked Homer if he could take her to a concert with Harper, and he agreed. Homer has been feeling down lately because he realized he'll never be able to afford the finer things in life. But then, he got to that concert arena.
And here are your platinum VIP wristbands.
What the? VIP? Oh, this is never coming up.
I hope that's just a figure of speech. They go through all the other non-platinum guests, and finally, they get to the top. Literally the top of the stage.
Homer Simpson, I'm Harper's dad, and I am so stoked to meet you!
I think everybody can see that. What's he on? Homer is shocked by everything he's seeing, and he asks Harper's dad who he is. And in that moment, they hear an announcement welcoming the new owner of Springfield Arena and CEO of some major company, Harper's dad, Mike.
Hey, you want to fire a confetti gun, Homer?
That's the only kind of gun I've never fired.
That's alarming. After the concert, Lisa tells Homer that Harper is acting strange. First, she was nice to her, but then she wouldn't let her say a word in front of the band.
The world is full of wonderful, priceless experiences, and I can't give you any of them. But this girl can.
Homer goes on to say that it doesn't matter if Harper doesn't talk to her, look at her, or if she's disrespectful.
She is your best friend.
Great way to teach your child some self-respect. Later, Harper invited Lisa to see David Copperfield, and the same thing happened.
My favorites are the Happy Little Elf.
Krusty and Cotton Candy.
I was gonna say what, but...
Well, if nothing, teach a kid some manners. Jeez. Lisa is feeling down about the whole Harper thing, but Homer is over the moon.
Marge, do you know what it's like to have a man take care of your every need?
Homer, maybe you should think of a better way to make your lady feel special. You know, the way Mr. Mike makes you feel. In that moment, Mike invited the whole family to their private island, and they decide to go. Later at school, Harper surprised Lisa with a gift, a brand new expensive bike, which Lisa couldn't accept.
You'd rather have your crappy bike?
Look, Harper, this may be crappy, but it's my bike.
That's right, Lisa. Stand your ground.
I just think this is...
Just what? Don't appreciate what I did for you?
There she goes again with the interrupting.
How would you like it if I interrupted you all the time?
And this went on for some time. When Lisa came home, she told everyone that the trip is off because she and Harper got into a fight.
You got in a fight with her because she tried to give you a new bike?
But she was so condescending.
I know most of the time we hate Lisa because she's overreacting, but I think this time we can all say in unison, Lisa is right. Mike called Homer to meet and told him that their daughter's squabbles shouldn't get in the way of their friendship, and they should come to the island either way. So they do, but Lisa is not too happy about it.
I'm really glad you came, Lisa.
Thanks for having us.
The tensions are high. Homer and the family are having a blast when...
Harper flipped a sea turtle on its back.
My beach, my turtle.
Jesus, that is just cruel. Homer asks them why do they have to fight all the time, and Lisa replies,
Because she wants things her way instead of the right way.
in some situations, that's debatable, but torturing animals is just out of the question. Lisa tells Homer that he has a choice to make here.
Harper, I know I shouldn't say this on your private island, but you're kind of spoiled.
He could have just said they were leaving.
You don't deserve Lisa. There's nothing I love more than her.
Aw, that's the sweetest thing that came out of his mouth the whole episode. Homer will always stand by his girl, even when the whole town thinks she's lying. Lisa finds out that the town's hero is actually a fraud, but nobody will believe her, except Homer. Lisa the Iconoclast begins a week before Springfield's 200th birthday, so the children must write an essay about Jebediah Springfield. Lisa goes to the museum to do some research, and as she was playing around with Jebediah's flute, something dropped out of it.
The Secret Confessions of Jebediah Springfield?
Well, how about that? A town hero has a secret. Never seen that happen before.
Till 1796, I was Hans Sprungfeld, murderous pirate.
Oh my God! Our town hero is a fraud.
Yeah, get over it, it happens. But Lisa can't get over anything in her life, God love her, so she shares the news with her family. But Marge doesn't believe her. She tells Lisa a story about how her family came to Springfield. She tells her why her family chose Springfield.
As everyone knows, Jebediah Springfield was a true American hero. End of story.
Well, Marge, don't be a downer. Homer tells Lisa that he believes her.
You're always right about this type of thing, and for once, I want in on the ground floor.
It's nice to see Homer supporting his daughter so upfront, but not everyone likes Lisa's truth spreading. She got an F on her essay on Jebediah Springfield for speaking the truth.
This is nothing but dead white male bashing from a PC thug.
Miss Hoover adds that it's women like Lisa who prevent the others from having husbands. Who let her work in a school? Lisa came home crying, and Homer said he's gonna help her tell the truth to everyone. So they go back to the museum to get the confession, but the guy at the museum says the whole thing is a hoax.
The so-called confession is just as phony as the Howard Hughes will, the Hitler diaries.
You sure about those other things too? But Lisa refuses to give up. She starts spreading the word of Jebediah Springfield around, which gets her and Homer at the mayor's office.
The reason they say he had a silver tongue is because he was such a fine speaker.
Lisa says that this is a myth that got mixed up with the truth. Homer realizes he must help his daughter more, so he does what he does best. Yell.
You'll haul his bones out of the ground to prove my daughter wrong. Dig up his grave.
It's highly unorthodox, but it's a good plan. They dig him up, and what do you know? No tongue.
Hear ye, everybody makes mistakes. Let's go home.
Lisa feels awful for putting everyone through so much trouble, but she's visited by Jebediah in her sleep, and he taunts her for disturbing the dead. Then George Washington comes and kicks him out and encourages Lisa to keep on searching for the truth.
George Washington, I still want to help you.
I want to help you, George Washington.
I'll let her be, Bart. The next day, Lisa puts the pieces together and goes back to the Springfield Museum. She confronts the man and spills the truth right in his face.
When you found the truth, you couldn't take it. You couldn't stand that you devoted your life to a fraud.
He dug up Jebediah's grave and stole the tongue so no one else could discover the truth.
This celebration is a sham, and it's all my fault. We've got to get the word out to every man, woman, and child in town.
They stop the parade, and Lisa goes to tell everyone the truth, but then she sees their faces. Everyone's happy, celebrating the town's hero. So she says,
I just wanted to say that I've done some research and he was great.
And that was one hell of a speech. The man asked her why she didn't tell the truth, and Lisa replied,
Regardless of who said it, a noble spirit embiggens the smallest man.
And with that, the truth will stay buried forever. But the town's spirit will live on. From big truths like this one to smaller problems like the talking dolls having sexist remarks, Lisa has always been fighting for justice. Lisa is offended by the new Malibu Stacy doll, so she decides to make her own feminist icon doll. Lisa versus Malibu Stacy starts with Lisa getting the new Malibu Stacy talking doll, but she isn't what Lisa anticipated.
Let's bake some cookies for the boys.
Don't you have anything relevant to say?
The doll says another awful line. Don't ask me, I'm just a girl. Well, that's sexist. Lisa goes nuts over the doll's statements, but none of her friends seem to notice there's anything wrong with the doll. Not even Marge thinks this is worth fussing over. Marge tells her that usually she'd tell her to stand up for what she believes in, but she's been doing it too much lately.
Yeah, you made us march in that gay rights parade.
You can't say that wasn't for a good cause. Marge said she had a Malibu Stacy when she was little, and she turned out all right. She said they could forget about their troubles with a big bowl of strawberry ice cream.
Let's forget our troubles with a big bowl of strawberry ice cream.
Well, that is concerning. You can't deny it. Marge and Lisa make a deal to go to the Malibu Stacy factory so Lisa can complain in person.
Honey, you're not going to throw red paint at the executives, are you? The Keebler people were very upset.
Oh, she's a real activist. They take the tour, and in the end, Lisa poses a question.
Is the remarkably sexist drivel spouted by Malibu Stacy intentional, or is it just a horrible mistake?
The lady says that they're very mindful of such remarks.
Hey, Jiggles, grab a pad and back that gorgeous butt in here.
Oh, you get away.
I'd say Lisa's been barking up the wrong tree, but she won't give up. She's determined to make a change. Lisa goes to Smithers, who's a known Malibu Stacy collector, to see if he knows the address of the real Malibu Stacy, or Stacy Lavelle. He gives her an address, and Lisa goes to visit her.
My name is Stacy, but you can call me
I see exactly what you mean. This is a problem.
Well, finally, someone acknowledges it. Lisa tells Stacy her plan, make a new doll.
She'll have the wisdom of Gertrude Stein and the wit of Kathy Geiswhite.
That's gonna be some smart doll. Stacy agrees and they make the doll.
I think we should name her after Lisa. We'll call her Lisa Lionheart.
Lisa's quest for women's rights and justice in the doll-making industry has finally paid off. I just hope it will pay off finance-wise. But the Malibu Stacy Corporation won't stand for this, so they make their move. Little girls, and Smithers included, go nuts for the doll, but just as they went to buy it...
They changed Malibu Stacy!
She is better than ever!
But she just got a new hat.
She still embodies all the awful stereotypes she did before!
But she's got a new hat.
Oh, capitalist society, what have you done? Lisa realizes she can't win this game.
Well, I guess you can't beat big business. There's just no room for the little guy.
But then she saw a girl get her Lisa Lionheart doll.
You know, if we get through to just that one little girl, it'll all be worth it.
Being an inspiration to other girls was always important to Lisa, but so was being on the scientific side of history. Lisa uncovers a skeleton of what appears to look like an angel, but her brain won't be fooled by such religious explanations. Lisa the Skeptic begins when Lisa sees that people are building a parking lot on the grounds where people discovered fossils. She's determined to make a stop to this until they're sure there are no remaining fossils there.
Principal Skinner, remember how I didn't sue when I found that scorpion in my applesauce?
Lisa says that she wants a favor from Principal Skinner. Skinner announces that the students are going on a trip to an archaeological dig, but after a whole day of digging, they don't find anything.
Don't give up. I'm sure we'll find something. A bottle cap, a shoe, a bar of gold, anything.
Well, if she does find a bar of gold, I hope she's smart enough not to tell anyone. Lisa does find something, and it's not gold, it's a skeleton.
What the heck is this thing?
Speaking from a strictly medical point of view, that ain't right.
I think everyone in Springfield should know by now not to trust his medical opinions. People will be people, and they quickly came to an agreement that the skeleton is...
An angel?
Well, obviously that's impossible.
Lisa's right, it's an angel!
But since Lisa can't give any other explanation, people agree that it's an angel. Before they could decide what to do with it, Homer packed it up and left. Homer decides to make some profit of this so-called angel.
Dad, it's not fair to claim this thing as an angel. There's no proof of that.
No one's calling it an angel, Lisa.
So that wasn't you earlier shouting, "Come see my angel"? No? My bad, sorry. Lisa tells Homer she wants to do some scientific tests to determine what the skeleton actually is, or was. But Homer won't let her, because then they'll lose money. Lisa secretly took a part of the skeleton's bones and brought it to a scientist who agreed to do some tests.
Facts are meaningless. You can use facts to prove anything that's even remotely true.
Like you say a human skeleton with wings is an angel? Then the professor came and said that the results were inconclusive.
Well, it appears science has faltered once again in the face of overwhelming religious evidence.
And what part of the evidence you have is religious? Lisa is rattled with anger and baffled by the stupidity of some people.
Those morons make me so angry.
Maybe so, but I'd appreciate it if you didn't call them morons.
But they are morons. Lisa poses a rhetorical question, saying, what grown person could believe in angels? And Marge says she does.
You? But you're an intelligent person, Mom.
Yes, until you mention God, then all intellect leaves her body. Marge says that everyone needs something to believe in.
I just find it hard to believe there's a dead angel hanging in our garage.
That does sound blasphemous. Marge says she feels sorry for Lisa if she can't take a leap of faith now and then.
Don't feel sorry for me, Mom. I feel sorry for you.
Honestly, I feel sorry for both of them because it's just not that deep. Lisa goes on to Kent Brockman's show where he asks her how can she maintain her skepticism. Lisa says that you can either accept reality or
you can believe in angels and live in a childish dream world.
Oh, people are gonna be mad when they hear this. And not only did they get mad, they got rebellious. They went to all scientific institutions and began to destroy them.
It's time to put an end to this. Bart, I'm barring your blue crowbar. Good old Bluey.
Finally, someone thought of that. But when she went to the garage, the angel was gone. Incidentally, enough of the townspeople got there just in time to see that and accused Lisa of destroying it. So they arrested her.
There's the angel!
I find the defendant not guilty.
That was a quick trial. They find the angel on top of a hill with a message.
The end will come at sundown.
That's ominous. People instantly believe this is a message from God, but Lisa is still skeptical.
Anyone could have written that.
Oh, Angel, listen not to this child of Satan.
Doesn't Christianity teach us to respect other people and their opinions? At least pray for her soul. Don't call her a spawn of Satan. At sundown, they gather in front of the angel and wait for doomsday to come upon them. And nothing happens.
Well, there you go. I hope you all learned about...
Silence!
That seems awfully worldly.
Prepare for the end. The end of high prices.
Excuse me, what?
The grand opening of the Heavenly Hills Mall.
A publicity stunt. That's so American. Lisa is stunned. She can't believe that they exploited people's deepest beliefs just to get traction. Marge admits to Lisa that she was right.
When that angel started to talk, you were squeezing my hand pretty hard.
Thanks for squeezing back.
Even though she was right, a girl needs her mom in scary moments. Having critical thinking skills is important in this day and age, and thankfully for Lisa, she's developed them at a very young age. That's why it wasn't a problem for her when she discovered a certain congressman was taking bribes, and she had to reveal the truth to everyone. Mr. Lisa Goes to Washington opens with Lisa entering an essay writing contest, and if she wins, they get a free trip to Washington. Marge asks Bart if this is something he'd like to do.
Mom, it's a nice thought, but we both know that this is the pony to bet on.
It's good that he's aware of his capabilities. Of course, Lisa wins the contest, and they go to Washington.
Woohoo! Who would have guessed reading and writing would pay off?
The people who invented schools and an education system. When they get to Washington, they get special VIP passes from the magazine editor so they can have a grand tour. Meanwhile, the congressman was having a meeting about none other than Springfield National Forest.
Now, basically, what we want to do is cut her down.
Okay, that was pretty transparent. But the congressman has a few concerns.
This isn't like burying toxic waste. People are gonna notice those trees are gone.
Are they really, though? I mean, it is Springfield. The guy, Jerry, gets a bit uncomfortable.
I just want to offer me a bribe.
Now we're talking. In that moment, Lisa arrives for some pictures with the congressman, so he and Jerry agree to meet at another location for the bribe exchange.
You'll be a congressman or a senator. We have quite a few women senators, you know.
Lisa says there are only 2 women senators. That doesn't look so good. The next day is the finale of the essay writing contest, and Lisa wakes up early because she's too excited to sleep. She goes out to Winifred Beecher Howe Memorial to take a look around and admire the history. When?
Do I get my logging permit?
Well, let me put it this way, Jerry. Timber!
Lisa is crushed when she hears this.
How could I read my essay now? I don't believe my own words.
She goes to the Lincoln statue to look for some answers, but it's too crowded, so she goes to Jefferson.
I know your problem. The Lincoln Memorial was too crowded.
Jesus, those founding fathers are judgy. Lisa writes a different essay for the contest and reads it instead. She says she saw Bob Arnold taking a bribe.
Don't worry, Congressman. I'm sure you can buy all the votes you need with your dirty money.
Wow, I didn't think she would be this direct. A man from the contest calls a senator and alerts him of a problem at the contest.
And I'm very busy.
A little girl is losing faith in democracy. Good Lord.
That's a cry for help if I've ever heard one. While the contest was still in progress, the FBI arrested Congressman Bob and tried him and put him away.
Yeah, your other speech was a little more crowd-pleasing.
I'm sorry, Dad.
Lisa says she couldn't find a nicer way to say that America stinks. She wasn't so bad. They see a newspaper guy talking about how the feds arrested a congressman.
Imprisoned congressman becomes born-again Christian.
I can't believe it. The system works.
Yeah, maybe it did back in the 90s. Lisa didn't win the contest at the end, but her fight for justice certainly won her praise and a clear conscience. Lisa always had a great moral compass, but will it be able to resist the peer pressure of hanging out in an older crew? Lisa becomes friends with Shauna, who takes her into the wild world of teenagers. Girls Just Shauna Have Fun opens with Lisa being invited to play at the Springfield High School marching band because their sax player was injured.
I finally get to play with people who respect music theory and tradition. Teenagers!
I wouldn't be so sure of it. When Lisa got there, she saw Shauna was also in the band.
You babysat for us? Last Saturday night?
TikTok is dumb.
It's gonna take a while for Lisa to break through this tough cookie. Later, Lisa realized she left her sheet music at school, so she went back for it and saw Shauna was there practicing.
Did you stay late to practice?
No way. As if. You're practicing. Being stupid.
Your cool act is getting kind of boring, Shauna. Lisa tells her that they share a passion for music, and Shauna denies it.
But I'm not afraid to admit that music means something to me, unlike you.
Shauna feels bad and apologizes to Lisa and invites her to come over and jam together.
And how are you this fine evening?
Dad! Stop interrogating people, you fascist!
Do you know what a fascist is? Shauna tells Lisa she only got into drums to annoy her father, but turns out she likes playing music.
It takes the suck out of things.
It does take the suck out of things.
Are they connecting? They begin to hang out and they go to a mall together, which says a lot about Shauna letting Lisa in.
She's like a fun older friend who's mean to me for no reason.
And what do you call that?
I'm her big sister.
That's it, big sister!
That is something Lisa never got to experience. Lisa is over the moon about having an older sister, which makes Maggie jealous.
Well, later, losers! That's what Shauna and I call people who aren't us.
And that is very self-absorbed of you, Lisa, but quite relatable. Marge is worried that Shauna is a bad influence on Lisa, but Homer just says that teens are garbage and ends the conversation. Lisa gets Shauna to audition for lead drummer in the marching band, and she gets the part.
I won't tell anyone how hard you practiced.
Like I care.
Real sisterly behavior. Shauna is invited to a party and she invites Lisa to come, but they have to bring beer to get in. Luckily, her dad and Homer have been brewing beer of their own, so she thinks of a plan to steal one box.
We're just like the Gilmore Girls, and I'm Lorelai. I'm so happy for you.
Well, not really like Gilmore Girls. More like Luke and Jess, or better yet, Lorelai and Jess. But as Homer and Chalmers hunked, they opened the garage door and the guys who were supposed to pick up the beer got all the beer from the garage. Later at the party, Lisa's not having such a great time.
This is like one of those TV shows I'm not supposed to watch.
And she's completely alone. Chalmers and Homer notice the beer is gone, and they track Shauna on her Instagram.
Did you just narc out the party? You party narc?
Where were you?
Well, getting some with Trevor. Duh. Lisa tells Shauna that she abandoned her and that she was really scared.
I thought little sisters weren't supposed to be stupid, snitchy babies.
I am not a stupid, snitchy baby!
Oh, poor Lisa. This time she actually wasn't overreacting. Let me remind everyone that she is only 8. The cops come and arrest Homer and Chalmers, who were trying to get the beer away from the miners. But then they see that the beer is non-alcoholic, since Homer forgot to add yeast to it.
I really did think of her like a sister.
Will you still have your real sister?
Yeah, remember her? Her name is Maggie. In that moment, Shauna came to babysit, and she apologized to Lisa in her own Shauna-esque way. She said she quit the marching band and formed her own band.
I never would have done it without all that stupid confidence you gave me.
That was nice, in a way. Getting into the wrong crowd as a young girl can be problematic, but not for Lisa. She's been in the wrong crowd since day one. Just take a look at when Homer decided to steal cable and was met by the judgy eyes of Lisa. Homer versus Lisa and the 8th commandment begins with Homer getting free cable. Yes, you heard me right. Free cable. Homer asks the guy if what he's doing is okay.
If you're having second thoughts, just read this pamphlet.
So you've decided to steal cable.
Well, if there's a pamphlet, it must be okay. Homer tells his family that from now on, they have cable. And Marge is a bit suspicious about the whole thing, and she's worried as to how they're gonna pay for it.
Nothing a month? Yeah, I think we can swing that.
Are you sure this is legal?
No, not one bit, but leave it to Homer to get you into troubles with the law. The family spends countless days in front of the TV, but on Sunday they go to church. At Sunday school, the children learn about hell and how horrible it is. And the only way to steer clear from going to hell is to obey the 10 commandments.
10 simple rules that are easy to live by.
Yes, when your father isn't Homer Simpson. When they come home, Lisa starts freaking out about the stolen cable.
Oh, it won't cost you a thing! Except your soul!
Well, it's not that serious. Later at the store, Lisa saw Marge eat 2 grapes, and she asked her what she was doing, and if she remembered the 8th commandment.
Covet, graven images, something about covet.
Thou shalt not steal!
Calm down, you little extremist. At the register, Marge asked the cashier to charge her for 2 grapes, and he said it was okay. But Marge had to persist because Lisa was looking at her all puppy-eyed.
I need a price check on 2 grapes. Yeah, you heard me, Phil. 2 measly, stinking grapes.
Geez, that religious pressure will sure get to you. Can't blame Lisa for that. Lisa tries to get Homer to see he's doing something wrong, but he doesn't agree with her. He invites everybody he knows to his house to watch the big fight that can easily be seen on cable, but Lisa feels as though she must do something or her father will end up in hell. So, she talks to Reverend Lovejoy. She asks him if she should have Homer arrested.
Remember the 5th commandment. Honor thy father and thy mother.
Those commandments sure are contradictory. He tells her she should set an example by not watching TV herself, and others will follow it. She does just that. And when Homer asked her if she wanted to watch a show on horses, she replied,
Sorry, I'd rather go to heaven.
Now that's what I call standing your ground. Good for her. Homer talks to Marge about it, and he tells her Lisa is too moral.
Why can't she be more like, well, not like Bart, but there's gotta be a happy medium.
I'm afraid there's no such thing. Homer puts his foot down with Marge and tells her he's not cutting cable. He won't hear another word of it.
Homer,
It's coming down, my foot. That's it, Marge. It's coming down. The cable stays. The foot is spoken.
And so has your lack of common sense. Homer starts being scared of thieves when the guy who got him cable just walked into their house. So he puts up bars at all windows just to make sure he's extra safe from thieves, like himself. It's the big fight night and all of Homer's friends show up, including Mr. Burns.
Hide the stuff I borrowed from work.
Borrowed?
All right, the stuff I stole from work.
I guess this is a habit. What's it called again? Klepto something. Meanwhile, Lisa is outside silently protesting the whole thing. It doesn't seem to be going too well for Lisa, but Marge tells her not to give up.
Don't give up. When you love somebody, you have to have faith that in the end, they will do the right thing.
I bet that's how she's gone 10 years in their marriage. As Homer was watching the fight and hearing about the backstory of certain fighters, he began to envision himself in prison for stealing.
Excuse me. I hate to interrupt your judging me.
He said he's gonna cut the cable as soon as the fight ends, and...
Number 2, I'm not very fond of any of you.
Well, that's to be expected, seeing he's missing the biggest fight of his life.
Dad, we may have saved your soul.
Yeah, at the worst possible time.
Well, God doesn't choose the best time, and neither does Lisa's moral compass. While we're on the topic of Lisa's relationship with Homer, let's take a look at what happened when Lisa decided she's becoming a vegetarian, and Homer couldn't quite comprehend it. Lisa the vegetarian starts with a family going to an amusement park for little kids, and Lisa made friends with a little lamb.
Oh, you are so cute. Yes, you are. You are. I just love you.
But later at lunch, something struck her.
Please, Lisa. I thought you loved me.
I can't eat this. I can't eat a poor little lamb.
And that day, a vegetarian was born. Homer tells her to get a grip because they're eating lamb, not a lamb, because that makes a big difference in his mind. Lisa doesn't see the difference, so Bart needs to point it out.
This one spent 2 hours in the broiler.
Lisa says she won't eat any meat product again, but she can't escape the brutality of carnivorism anywhere.
Miss Hoover, I don't think I can dissect an animal. I think it's wrong.
Miss Hoover says that she respects Lisa's moral objection. That's weird. Not even lunches at school have a non-meat option.
Well, I believe you're required to provide a vegetarian alternative.
Yum.
Skinner sees that there were 2 independent thought alarms pressed that day, so he holds a little class meeting where they show a movie about how meat is produced from animals. The boy in the movie asks if his friend who says it's wrong to eat meat is crazy.
No, just ignorant. You see, your crazy friend never heard of the food chain.
I don't think that's exactly how it works. After the movie, all kids rush to get their tripe while Lisa is disgusted.
Don't you realize you've just been brainwashed by corporate propaganda?
I don't think they know what propaganda is. Meanwhile, Homer is hosting a big barbecue and has invited everyone in Springfield.
Wait, Dad! Good news, everyone! You don't have to eat meat. I made enough gazpacho for all.
People just laughed at Lisa's poor attempt to reduce meat eating. Just as Homer was presenting the main show, a pig on a stick, Lisa stormed in.
Bart, no!
What?
Sorry, force of habit. Lisa, no!
Well, nobody expected her to go berserk. Homer and Bart chased the pig, hoping they'd get to it.
It's just a little slimy. It's still good. It's still good. It's just a little airborne. It's still good. It's still good.
Let it go, Homer. Just let it go. Homer is furious at Lisa for destroying his barbecue, and she says she's never gonna apologize for standing up for justice. Gotta give it to her. He didn't have to get that pig to rub it in her face.
That's it! I can't live in a house with this prehistoric carnivore!
She's not way off, but running away didn't serve her good, because everywhere she went, she saw commercials for different meat products. It's like society is forcing her to eat meat.
The whole world wants me to eat meat. I can't fight it anymore.
No, not the whole world, just the meat processing companies who are losing money because of the growing number of vegetarians. But no, not the whole world. Since she took a bite of a hot dog and lost it in the middle of the Quickie Mart, Apu asked her if she liked his tofu dog.
I made the switch and nobody noticed.
But why, Apu?
Of course, I'm a vegetarian.
You Think an educated person like her would know the answer to that question. Apu shows her his garden on top of the store and tells her he doesn't eat any products that come from an animal.
I learned long ago, Lisa, to tolerate others rather than forcing my beliefs on them.
He says that there are ways to influence people without pestering them, and that's just the advice she needed to hear. Lisa realizes she's been too hard on Homer and goes to apologize to him.
Actually, Dad, this time I was wrong.
This must come as a shocker to Homer. She says she still stands by her beliefs, but she can't defend what she did.
I understand, honey. I used to believe in things when I was a kid.
Yeah, so did most of us. I think we can all relate to Lisa to an extent. A father who doesn't understand us, but we love him nonetheless. Yes, that's a story we've heard before. But even when they squabble, there's nothing and no one Lisa will put before her Homer. Lisa gets her tarot cards read, and she's told the story of her first love. Lisa's wedding opens at a Renaissance fair where Lisa met a fortune teller who began to tell her about her future filled with love. The year is 2010, and Lisa is studying at a prestigious university.
Hey, watch it! That man is instantly the most annoying person I've ever met.
I see an enemies to lovers plotline forming. The guy takes the book she needed right in front of her, so she confronts him.
You'll probably take forever with it, too.
I can read faster than you.
I read at a 78th grade level.
Still the same old Lisa. The guy says he's gonna go and get the dictionary, and Lisa asks him why.
You'll see when you get there, the word's stochastic.
Pertaining to a process involving a randomly determined sequence of observations.
Called it first. They begin dating, and Hugh even invites her to come to England with him to meet his parents. He's preparing for something.
I know you Americans like everything to be fireworks.
He proposes to her, and she says yes. An American-British dream.
You always promise to, keep Dad from ruining it?
It's good to be prepared, but it is sort of mean. Marge promises she'll make Homer behave, but Lisa's not so convinced. Homer is so excited when he hears the news, and he immediately starts planning the whole thing. He says that the wedding will be at Moe's on a Monday, because there are fewer drunks then.
Don't take this personally, but I've obtained a court order to prevent you from planning this wedding.
Better safe than sorry. Hugh and Lisa come to Springfield, and Lisa is hyperventilating the whole ride there.
As long as they're not squatting in a ditch poking berries up their noses.
And if they are?
It's a possibility. Hugh tries his best to get along with the family, but they're just tough people. Bart talks about his job as a wrecking ball man.
I promote local tough man contests. Basically, I'm getting out all my aggression till I go to law school.
I find that hard to believe. Later, Homer and Bart take Hugh to Moe's for some drinks, and Homer asks him to honor the one tradition they have in the family, wear the cufflinks his dad gave to him when he married Marge.
Well, I'd be honored to wear those things.
Oh, well, aren't they precious? Later, Lisa apologizes to Hugh for having to spend the day with her family, and he says it's fine, but then she asks him how he got the gash on his forehead.
When we hid in the dumpster, after the fire alarm went off, in the pornographic magazine warehouse.
Yep, just an ordinary day for the Simpson family. The next day, Lisa was getting ready for her wedding, and Homer came in to see her.
You're my greatest accomplishment, and you did it all yourself. You helped me understand my own wife better.
Not today, Tears. Not today. But then Lisa notices Homer is wearing the cufflinks he gave to Hugh.
I found them on the nightstand this morning. I guess they weren't his cup of tea. Don't worry about it.
Lisa won't stand for this, so she goes to talk to Hugh. She says that Homer's feelings are hurt, and he has to wear them if he respects her family's traditions, and he agrees, but not without a comment.
When we get back to England and we won't have to deal with them.
Are you saying we won't see my family again?
He says that it'd be okay for Marge to visit when they have kids, but that's all. Lisa can't believe what she's hearing, and she says she won't cut her family off.
But Lisa, you're better than this place. You're like a flower that grew out of a pot of dirt.
What a terribly pretentious thing to say. Hugh says that she's the one who complains about them more than anyone, but Lisa tells him that she still loves them.
And I don't think you understand that.
And that's how the wedding was called off. The fortune teller tells her that this was the last time she saw Hugh, but she'll have a true love. It's just not this one.
You missed the most incredible thing!
Hi, Dad.
I ate 7 pounds of fudge!
Wow!
Aw, how can someone not love this simple man? While Lisa shows a great deal of affection towards Homer now, she wasn't so easy on him before. Lisa has a crush on her substitute, but it's more than just a crush. Lisa's substitute opens with Lisa's class getting a substitute teacher, and he makes quite the entrance.
Are you the substitute?
Yes, sir. Yes, I am.
Are you insane?
No, sir. No, I'm not. It's my way of getting their attention.
Valid question, Skinner. Valid question. Lisa quickly grows to like him, and vice versa.
I'm Mr. Bergstrom. Feel free to make fun of my name if you want.
As he was teaching, some kids drew a picture of him mocking his cowboy appearance. He sees the drawing and asks Lisa if he can have it, and she replies that she didn't do it.
Are you sure you didn't do it? It's good.
No, but I'm starting to wish I had.
Does someone have a crush on her teacher? Later, Lisa overheard Mrs. Krabappel flirting with the new teacher.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Krabappel. You're very nice, but
It's the children I love.
No, he didn't mean it like that. Lisa was telling Marge how nice her new teacher is. She says that he makes her feel like there's nobody better than him.
Your father does that to me.
Mom, are we gonna talk?
Why is she getting so offended about the fact her mom loves her dad? The next day, Mr. Bergstrom asked to see Lisa, and he asked her if her dad is helping her with her homework, since it's done so neatly.
Well, there's no shame in it. I mean, my dad
Not mine.
You didn't let me finish.
Honestly, if he weren't new, that'd be an insult. Lisa gets close with Mr. Bergstrom, a bit too close.
I believe everything you say. With your words, your body language, and your Semitic good looks.
We were all thinking it, but she said it. Mr. Bergstrom suggested that everyone in class should visit the National History Museum before it closes, and Homer has to take Lisa because Marge is making him. They meet Mr. Bergstrom there, and Homer definitely makes an impression.
I'd rather have him chasing me than the Wolfman.
Oh, Lord.
I don't know which part of that sentence is more disturbing. Mr. Bergstrom sits Homer down and tells him that he thinks Lisa feels she has no strong male role model in her life.
She looks around and sees everybody else's dad with a good education, youthful looks.
Homer adds that he's sure Lisa asks God every day why did she have to end up with Homer as a father? Well, do something about it then. The next day, Lisa decides to invite her teacher over for dinner, but when she went to do it,
Good morning, Lisa. I'm back.
it was too late. She ran to find him, and his neighbor said he went to catch a train for Capital City.
We're just gonna leave just like that?
Yeah, pretty much. Lisa tells him he's the best teacher she'll ever have. He says that is a problem when you're middle class.
Anybody who really cares will abandon you for those who need it more.
The harsh truth. There's always someone doing worse than you. At dinner, Lisa is feeling down, but she won't tell Homer what's bothering her. She tells him he wouldn't understand.
Just because I don't care doesn't mean I don't understand.
What an awful thing to say to a child. Come on, Homer, show some compassion. Lisa tells Homer she's glad she isn't crying, because what she's about to say isn't based on emotion.
But you, sir, are a baboon!
Homer tells her that she doesn't know what she's saying.
Baboon! Somebody was bound to say it one day. I just can't believe it was her.
Well, he isn't wrong. Marge tells Homer to quit sulking and talk to his daughter. Homer tells Lisa that he doesn't understand her pain because he never lost anyone special to him. Everyone special is under the same roof, but Lisa will have a lot of special people in her life.
Where they all get together and the food is real good and guys like me are serving drinks.
He says that maybe he can't explain his feelings well, but he can fix her dollhouse.
At least I'm good at monkey work. You know, monkey.
It was pretty obvious even without the over-explaining. Lisa apologizes for calling him a baboon, and they work everything out. But Homer sees that Bart is also feeling down because he lost an election at school. So Homer puts things into perspective for him.
Would you have gotten any money for being class president?
No.
Homer asks him if he would have had more work to do instead, and Bart confirms it. I see where he's going with this.
So let the baby have his bottle.
Wow, that's some real wisdom right there. Homer's on a roll, and I hope he keeps it that way. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what's your favorite Lisa episode in the comments below.